Welcome to the Fantasy Champions Fantasy Football Podcast. What do we got today, Rick?
We got the Week 15 news and injury report.
Welcome to the Fantasy Champions Fantasy Football Podcast. Here's your host, Morgan Colby and Rick Lemon.
What's poppin'?
What's up?
Welcome to Friday of week 15. I jumped ahead. I can't believe that after this episode, the next time we talk to you on Tuesday, it will be week 16.
Yeah. Wow.
Fantasy Championship on the line.
That's crazy.
Hopefully you made some.
I think I will. I don't know about you, but
We'll see Sunday. I'm kind of...
unless I lose, I'm in the final four in 5 leagues.
I need Mahomes to just shred it against New Orleans this week. I need to get at least 50.
No. I don't want that.
Sorry.
Our
That's
views
only
go
where I
against
have-
each other.
That's literally the only...
Actually, I
But
wouldn't
anyway.
mind that. I have Tyreek Hill in 2 leagues.
Anyway, we have a very interesting show. A lot of news to get to. I also wanted to make a note. We'll probably talk about this next week. But next week, we are going to continue with the same content schedule.
So we're doing another Q&A for the
Another
championship?
Q&A for the championship that will be posted on Thursday like this past week, and then the Starts and Sits episode will be on Wednesday.
Okay.
So that's what we'll do. And then I don't know if we're going to do a show New Year's Day. I might just do 3 episodes that week
Yeah.
because it'll end the year, and week 17 blows. Week 17 championships blow, I should say.
Yeah.
Because literally no one, like...
You got to be careful
It might be the worst week of the whole season.
for players getting benched.
Yeah.
At halftime.
It really might be the worst week of the whole year because
Yeah,
for a
it is,
majority
yeah.
of people, week 16 is the championship game.
Right.
And, then week 17, you're just kind of numbly watching football going, so what's this all about without fantasy football?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Like, I don't know what to do in here. Especially if the Pats aren't in it, then there's nothing.
Or your favorite team, yeah. But for us, Pats.
But anyway, so news and injury report today. Before we do that, check out our website at thefantasychampions.com. Follow us on Twitter at the FFChamps, on Instagram at thefantasychampions. You can like us at facebook.com/thefantasychampions. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or any other podcasting platforms, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Your phone, if you go to Apple Podcasts and you hit subscribe, your phone will say, "Hey, stupid, episode got posted," and you're like, "Wow,
Give it a listen.
the Fantasy Champions posted again."
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why you got to do that, and it also helps our podcast clout.
It does, yeah.
So and then share this podcast with your friends, and also leave a review. If you're watching on YouTube, you can also subscribe and click the bell for notifications because, unfortunately, if you subscribe to our channel, you're just subscribing to it. I don't know really what it does at this point. If you don't click the bell, you're not going to get notifications. So
click the bell.
So click the bell. And then like and comment down below. As we said, we're coming to the end of the season. So tell us what you liked, what you didn't like, and what we can do better, what we can't do better. Just tell us if we suck. If we don't suck, we'll take the comments.
Yeah, we'll take them all.
So anyway, let's jump right into the news. It looked like I was doing the news, and I get to Monday, and it looks a little light, and then all of a sudden, everything starts flying in. So I didn't even get half the crap in here. I feel like I have 9 million news points just on freaking Ronald Jones this week.
That's great.
And so it's great. So we're just going to talk about all of these points.
Okay.
I got notifications before the show, but let's start with Texans head coach Romeo Crennel said he expects that David Johnson is going to be back from reserve COVID-19 list this
He
week.
did get activated already.
Okay, good. Funny thing is I have him in multiple leagues and I just don't know what to do with him.
I'm not playing him. Who are they playing? The Colts? Yeah, no thanks.
Like, am I okay to outright drop him in a dynasty league?
No, not yet.
I contemplated it. I'm like, do I really want this guy anymore? And then am I going to be able to trade him? The worst part about dynasty is when you can't trade a guy, but he's not droppable.
Yeah.
And you just sit there and you hold on
Just
to
on
him.
your bench,
and then
yeah.
you get that temptation during the season to start him. It's literally the worst. So if you have David Johnson, he's one of your starting running backs. Just keep an eye on that situation. Seahawks, and I'll also be honest with you, there is no one to throw the football to for Houston, so this might actually be good for David Johnson.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Coach Pete Carroll said Rashad Penny is close to returning from IR.
I think he's probably going to play this week.
Frick.
In limited faction, though.
What? Play?
Yeah.
Why even bother?
What do you mean, why bother?
It's like week 15.
Yes, they can get him back for the playoffs.
Oh.
The Seahawks are actually going to make the playoffs. Unlike the Patriots. Ooh. I didn't mean to go there. But I did.
You've like transitioned full Bucks fan.
No, I'm a Patriots fan. I want them to get a higher pick because I know we're not going to make the playoffs. I'm a realist.
Yeah, anyway, Rashad Penny, it's good news that he's coming back. I don't know what his fantasy relevance would be.
Probably not anything crazy.
I have him in like multiple dynasty leagues, weighted all season.
Yeah,
just
he's probably gonna get like a very small
make playoffs
timeshare
in any of those leagues anyway. But Myles Gaskin also expected to miss week 15 against the Patriots, so he's gonna miss more time due to COVID-19.
That's bad news for the Dolphins because they don't have anyone else to run the ball.
Yeah. Ian Rappaport reports that there's a great chance that Drew Brees returns in week 15 against the Chiefs. Okay.
Is it a great chance or not a great chance?
Not a great chance. I say a great chance.
You said it was a great chance.
I'm going to confuse people. After our last show where we talked about Taysom Hill or Jalen Hurts, we're sitting here and discussing Drew Brees' great chance to play this week. That's technically not a great chance.
Yeah.
So don't start him. Give us the next 5 news points, Rick. Dump it on you. Start with Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts will start in week 15 against the Cardinals. We knew that already, though. Devonte Parker, hamstring, was limited at Wednesday's practice, so keep an eye on that.
Actually, I think I put more news point about Devonte Parker later.
You did.
Yeah, I screwed it up. It says Devonte Parker has a slight hamstring strain, is uncertain to play this week. Add that to his limited participation.
Yeah,
the fact that he, sorry,
maybe Lynn Bowden. No, it's cool, but maybe Lynn Bowden. Is it Bowden? Lynn Bowden.
Lynn Bowden.
Yeah, I think maybe he actually has a good week. Because if Devonte Parker and Myles Gaskin is out, he's gonna get like 10 targets.
Dude, I'm in the Twitter dynasty league.
Man, the Dolphins like
up right now.
I honestly think the Patriots are probably gonna. I don't want to say they're gonna probably gonna beat the Dolphins, but it's gonna be really hard for Tua to throw to nobody.
Question: I'm in the Twitter dynasty league right now. Do I just drop Deshaun Jackson?
Yes, but you should probably do that after the show. We got Noah Fant, who had with an illness. He didn't practice on Tuesday, so keep an eye on that. I don't know how that progressed throughout the week. He hasn't been startable though.
Yeah,
since like week 3.
Did he get the craps like Lamar?
I don't know. I have no idea. Well, he still has that. This is the same illness. So he missed a game.
Couldn't hold it in.
No, it's much worse than that because he missed a full game, and then has missed at least 2 practices.
How many negative tests do you need to get if you're out for 5 days before you consider?
I don't think this has anything to do with. I don't. Oh.
No, it's not. It's not COVID-19. Be on the COVID-19 list.
Okay, so now here's another report from the Miami Herald that says Mike Gesicki with the shoulder will likely miss at least 1 game.
Okay, so here's he left the game with an injury on Sunday, and it went under the radar. No one talked about it. I saw the report today. I was like, frick. Yeah, I think Gesicki is going to miss the next game. He hurt his shoulder.
So the Dolphins might play the Patriots without Gesicki, Devonte Parker, and Myles Gaskin? Wow. Okay. Good luck, Miami.
Well, they're screwed, man.
If Tua,
they're going to lose the playoff spot to the Raiders.
Will you finally admit Tua's good if he beats the Patriots on Sunday with nobody?
I didn't say Tua's not good. I said it's too early to tell.
That's fair. Jeez. The 49ers coach Kyle Shanahan said Deebo Samuel hamstring will be out a while. And
did you see what happened on?
I saw another report that said he's out for the season.
Okay, so I started him, frick me, and I was watching the 49ers game on Sunday, and he tweaked his hamstring or whatever, and he came out of the game. He threw his helmet. He's so mad. And so what have we had this season? He broke his foot.
Yep. And then hamstring.
Then he broke his hamstring
broke his hamstring
9 times.
Yeah, pretty much. That was an accurate statement.
I would say let's hope Deebo isn't. The more times he gets hurt, the more it drives his stock down.
That's concerning. Meanwhile, Brandon Ayuk is, I think, like a top 15 receiver this week.
Maybe you really like Brandon Ayuk.
He has 16.
You're like in on Brandon Ayuk, and Nick Mullins is the quarterback.
He had 16 targets last week.
Great. Were they good targets? And did they get in the red zone?
He had he does get red zone targets.
Oh, good God.
I'm
not asking if he gets red zone targets. I'm asking you if they get in the red zone.
Yeah, at the end of games. Trash time, bro. Let's
Poor
see.
Debo.
Yeah.
Poor Debo.
Mike Williams with the back returned to Chargers practice on Tuesday.
He gets about injured as much as Debo does.
Yeah, he got in a limited session of practice.
I was watching Hard Knocks in the offseason, and Mike Williams just popped everything.
I don't think you'd probably play him anyway. But this is a Thursday news. They play on Thursday.
Oh, good luck, Mike Williams. Hope you play.
We'll see. I don't know. We pre-recorded this before the game.
I can't wait till Thursday Night Football's over.
Let's see. We got Washington is optimistic that Alex Smith will be able to play this week against the Seahawks.
Was this before or after the bleeding situation? Was that last week?
Yeah, that was last week. This is a
okay,
different
and then
injury.
this is a different injury. Okay, Alex Smith.
Melvin Gordon's court case stemming from an October.
Wait, did you say Alex Smith practiced Wednesday?
He did.
Okay.
I didn't say it, but he did practice Wednesday. Melvin Gordon's court case stemming from an October DUI charge has been moved to January 14th.
Which means that if there is some kind of suspension coming from this DUI, it's next year. I know. I see the other problem that you're having here with Melvin Gordon is that people kind of anticipate that he will help their fantasy teams, even though that he won't.
Bro, he's got 10 points the last 2 weeks. He could be a flex.
Wow,
he could be flex.
I'm excited about that,
dude. For running backs this year, that is an RB2.
If yeah, not untrue. If I'm in the fantasy playoffs and I'm pumped about Melvin Gordon getting me 10 points in my flex, I'm feeling
okay. But bro,
gross.
I'm in a league where I'm undefeated. Well, I'm not undefeated. I lost one game, but I'm in the playoffs and I gotta start Melvin Gordon. You know why? I have Antonio Gibson, who's hurt. So let's hope Melvin Gordon has a good week. Anyway. There's also like 3 flex spots, okay? So it's not like
I'll forgive you.
Okay. Let's see. I don't even know where we are now.
Panthers head coach Matt
You want to just take over?
Yeah, sure. Panthers head coach Matt Rule said he planned on Christian McCaffrey playing again in 2020. I don't really know if Matt Rule knows how many weeks of the season there are.
He said planned, like past tense, meaning there's already a decision that he's not going to play.
I guess you could take it like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. But he said he's going to miss week 15. So at this point, Matt, there's 2 games left of the season, and your team's not going to make the playoffs. So maybe just not play Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
For fantasy's sake, if you're this far into our episode, what is it, 14 minutes, and you have a playoff matchup this week and have Christian McCaffrey on your team, just leave a yes in the comments. Just yes, that's all we need to know. I'll know what you're talking about.
It's so sad if you do.
There's probably going to be no yeses.
I know. Probably not.
Cowboys EVP, executive vice president. Doesn't he own the team?
Jerry Jones.
What does EVP mean?
Executive vice president? Yeah.
Stephen Jones. That's his son, isn't
yes.
it? What a clown. I'm an idiot. I literally thought it said Jerry Jones.
You're good. Actually, that's what I think EVP means, but I'm not sure.
Executive vice president?
Yeah.
I mean, it could.
I'm assuming that's what it means. Anyway.
How can you be like executive?
Dude, we don't got to talk about this.
You're the owner's son, and you only get to be
someone high in power.
Executive vice president of the team.
Yeah,
he didn't make him president unless
that's who Jerry Jones is. He's GM, owner, vice president, and vice president.
I feel bad for that GM, whoever it is.
Jerry Jones is the GM.
Is he literally
the
GM? Oh my god, that's why they'll never win another Super Bowl. The second Jerry Jones dies, like they're gonna win a championship.
That's awful.
It really is terrible.
Yeah.
The best part is that it'll be an ode to Jerry Jones.
Yep.
Anyway, let's see what do we got here. Jaguars. I didn't even finish what I was talking about.
Yeah, I was going to say you never even...
I skipped out on the Cowboys news. So the EVP, Stephen Jones, said there will be absolutely no change on Mike McCarthy's job status headed into 2021.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't... to be honest with you, it's kind of a mixed bag here because you have Mike McCarthy with Dak Prescott like 0-5.
I was gonna say they're gonna give him another chance because Dak got injured, and as they probably should, and give him a full because firing a coach after 1 year, you gotta be really bad. But I don't think Mike McCarthy's a good coach anymore at this point. I don't know what it is.
It was so funny. There was like a little like documentary at the end of last season about Mike McCarthy wanting to get another head coaching job, and he had a whole little staff with him.
Yep.
And he was in his home in Texas, and he was talking. He's like, "I learned a lot from my last stint. And I've been watching film all year, and I know exactly."
I think he forgot about defense. He was probably right about the offense.
The Packers never had a good defense when he was coaching the Packers.
I know. Yeah,
I mean, desperately needed
the Cowboys don't have a lot of good players on defense either, though. So the combination of the two,
one of the best linebackers in the NFL, who also either opted out or hurt himself this year.
He got hurt, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, that's good news if you're an Amari Cooper lover and a Zeke lover.
Yeah, right.
I
True.
guess.
And even Dak, if he stays.
Yeah, I don't. Oh God, Dak's gonna make like $400 million.
Yeah, there was the last mock draft on a website that I saw.
Yep.
Had the Cowboys taking Zach Wilson, the quarterback.
Oh my!
Which means Dak
what
would
kind
walk.
Of inside? What kind of inside sources do they have?
Who knows?
How much money would you put on Dak Prescott to New England?
Like how much money I would
not bet. Like how much would you?
If I was New England,
yeah.
I mean, I'd give them as much as we could, but the Patriots wouldn't do that.
No, they wouldn't. Jaguars coach Doug Marrone said Gardner Minshew Mania is back. And we'll start in week 15. I wanted to look up the numbers for this because I figured I would do a little bit of research before the show. But you know what? Gardner started 7 games.
Yep.
And in those 7 games, he was the QB 12.
Yeah.
And he was actually good. He didn't throw a lot of interceptions. The offense is moving the ball. And then they just he got hurt or something. And they were just like, no, we're just going to start Mike Glennon. Good for you guys. And now he's finally back and he's going to start again. I don't know what I have no idea what the Jaguars are doing.
They're trying to lose.
That's true. But Gardner's good.
They want Justin Fields or Zach Wilson or somebody.
I can't wait. You know what's going to happen? They're going to get one of those guys, and then Gardner's going to be like, frick you, and then they're going to be like, frick you too, and then they're going to cut him, and then he's going to go to New England, he's going to shred it, and then Justin Fields is going to blow.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. That's a Patriots fan.
You do want Minshew, though, don't you?
I would
take Minshew over Cam Newton.
I really would. Buccaneers coach Bruce Arians said Ronald Jones. This is the Ronald Jones news I was talking about at the beginning of the show. He may have fractured his pinky in Sunday's win. That must hurt.
And he also got COVID. He's on the COVID list.
I didn't put that in there.
He didn't test positive. I don't think he tested positive.
He broke his pinky, but not only he says may. And then later on, there was a report that said Rojo was going to have surgical operation to fix his broken pinky. So it's not a may have broken his pinky. It's he broke his pinky. Thank you, Bruce, for lying. And then he also expects him to practice later this week, but that was until we got reports that he was placed on the COVID-19 list. Don't know if he has COVID. Don't know if...
I think he's just on the COVID reserve list, but he has to miss 5 days, so he's going to miss this week's game.
Sick. Fire up Fournette.
Yep.
Jets coach Adam Gase said he won't bench Frank Gore this season. You were just...
Who is he going to bench him for? Ty Johnson? I guess Ty Johnson. But
what happened to
LaMichael Prine?
Yeah.
He's on IR, dude. He got his opportunity to start. His first game as like the starter against the Chargers was doing great.
Himself?
No, he had 9 carries for like 50 yards and a touchdown the first half.
Yep.
And then he like got a sprained ankle and he's out for the year. Or something like that. Like that he got injured in the second or third quarter of that game. And he's been on IR ever since.
Yeah. I hate Adam Gase.
We know.
Dude, I'm gonna throw like the day the NFL season ends for them, like the day after, like the Monday. I'm throwing a watch party on NFL Network at my house, and we're just gonna sit there and we're gonna watch. Was it the end of the NFL season's on January 4th? We're just gonna watch Sunday morning. No, it's not even gonna be Sunday morning. It's literally going to be during the football game, right after, 2 minutes after. They're gonna walk downstairs and be like, "You're fired." He's going to be like, what do you mean I'm fired? I lost all these games to get Trevor Lawrence. You're fired. and we're going to
Yeah.
draft Trevor Lawrence.
Here's the money we promised you. Now leave.
No. The Houston's Chronicle, Aaron Wilson reports Texans chairman, COO Cal McNair will consult Deshaun Watson on the team's next head coach. Probably a good idea.
Probably.
Lions interim coach Darrell Bevel said he plans to take it to the end of the week with Matt Stafford. He got a really bad rib injury.
Yep.
I'm cutting my head off here on the camera. He got a really bad rib injury, and so that's...
Man, I hope he plays for my fantasy team.
Yeah, that's true. Bills head coach Sean McDermott said John Brown, he's likely to return to practice.
I thought he was out for the year for some reason.
You kept on saying that.
But I think I saw a report that he was out for the
We'll
year.
see.
but
He hasn't been
doesn't
activated off IR. So, but just watch the practice report, see if John Brown is back. I don't know that I would start him at all at this point.
matter. No, probably not.
Washington is optimistic that...
We already talked
Did
about
I already
this.
talk about
Yeah.
this? Yeah, I should have deleted it when I saw it. Brandon Cooks is expected to return to Houston's lineup for Week 15. Obviously, damages Kiki Kuti's value slightly, but not a lot. This is funny. I was on Roto World just surfing, trying to find some news here, and usually they give you these long, abbreviated sentences where this guy reports this. This literally just said James Conner has an injured quad. When has he not had an injured quad?
The whole season. Like, I don't know. He's had that thing the whole season.
Freaking James Conner. Saints head coach Sean Payton said Jameis Winston would get a chance to be the team's starting quarterback after Drew Brees retires. I said that on last show.
That's assuming he's assuming that he's gonna stay after being benched, even with Brees getting out.
Yeah.
I don't know if Winston's gonna want to stay. We'll see.
We'll see. Bucks placed Ryan Suckup on the reserve COVID list, so they need to find a quarterback. They also, I believe, the punter and the long snapper are also on the COVID-19 list because
Yeah,
they're
I
all
saw
in the
that.
same
Yeah.
room.
That's interesting.
So what? I don't know what they're gonna do. We'll see.
Antonio Brown be the punter.
Good God, that would actually kind of make my weekend.
That'd be lit.
Patriots coach Bill Belichick said Julian Edelman is day to day. They said designated him to return from injured reserve, so that's good news for Jules. And in other news, unchanging news. I don't think I've said this sentence all year. Kenny Galladay hip didn't practice Wednesday. When is he going to practice?
I think
Rick?
he put that in the news in like week 4, and then
I should just make the notes for the next show right now, and at the top just say Kenny Galladay.
Yeah, you might want to copy and paste.
Didn't
that.
practice Wednesday because it's going to happen again. What are they doing? Just
he was.
tell us what the heck is going
He
on.
should have just been put on IR. Honestly, he's been weak. It's Deshaun Jackson 2.0 from last year. It's the same thing. He's been week to week.
Yeah,
since week 4 or week 5, whatever it was. It's kind of sad, and I apologize if you have Kenny Galladay in your team.
Yeah. Jamison Crowder calf didn't practice, so if you want to pick him up and start him this week, probably not a good idea. Ian Rappaport reports the Lions plan to interview Luis Riddick.
Interesting,
For
the
the
ESPN
GM.
analyst
For the GM job on Friday. Why do these teams who keep losing and firing their GMs
Luis Riddick's a smart guy.
I mean, the Raiders are doing okay, but like, why do they keep going to ESPN for head coaching jobs? I mean, not head coaching jobs, for GM jobs.
I want to say Luis Riddick.
It sounds like a basketball player.
Yeah, he was. I want to say he was like.
Oh,
he wasn't a
yeah, I know.
GM, but he was. He did something in a front office before. I want to say. Before going to ESPN, so it's not like he's just some random ESPN analyst that they're hiring.
He played baseball?
No, dude, he played football.
San Francisco. Oh, I thought I saw Giants.
Yeah, he held manager.
Can I ask who the hell the Orlando Rage are?
I have no idea, bro. I got no idea.
Interesting. We're going through the career of Luis Riddick.
Yeah, but I think he was an executive. He was a pro scout, assistant director of pro personnel.
Jobs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know that I would want to hire him.
I don't know if I'd hire him either, but I mean, he's not like he's not just like Stephen A. Smith or Max Kellerman that they're hiring as GM.
Honestly,
No.
Stephen A. Smith as the GM of the Dallas Cowboys would be highly entertaining.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That would be a reality TV show.
Oh my god,
That'd be Hard Knocks.
I would pay money to see
he's
that.
sitting with like his boots on the table, Sitting back in his chair, smoking a cigar.
Jerry Jones comes in.
You're fired.
You're fired.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, though.
Yeah. Melvin Gordon and Phillip Lindsay both were limited at practice on Wednesday. Zeke was also limited at practice on Wednesday. And then Ian Rappaport, he reported that Daniel Jones, hamstring/ankle, is in doubt.
Yikes.
Him playing this week is in doubt for against the
Colt
Rams.
McCoy season.
I guess so. Did he play this week?
He did, and he did absolutely terrible.
Oh, good. 49ers, and the final piece of news that we have, unless you have anything else, Rick, the 49ers. Like, what is that guy from that Christmas movie right now?
Heat Miser.
Right now? Heat Miser. The Heat Misers. Honestly, never mind. George Kittle was set to return from injured reserve. Now, I'll just spend like 2.5 minutes, not even, like maybe 1 second. Don't start him.
Start him if he's playing.
He's not going to play this week, most likely.
Yeah.
And then I personally would not even expect him to play week 16.
I don't think he's going to play either. But
if he's trending towards playing next week on our injury report show, I, as will Rick, will discuss if George Kittle is worth a start.
Okay.
But as of right now, I do not think that everyone did. He's going to be the waiver wire pickup of the week.
If you dropped him, I don't know how many people dropped him.
If you're in a redraft league, a lot of teams dropped him because they said he was done for the year.
Well, I don't think they ever said he was done for the year. They just said
no one says anybody's done
foot.
for the year anymore.
So people were like,
the new IR system.
Yeah,
the new IR system.
Right.
No one does. So anyway, that's the news. We'll talk about George Kittle next week if there's any reason to start him.
Yep.
But anyway, wow, it takes me so long to find that button. I need like a.
Why don't you just put it on the table?
Monitor. I can't prop it up.
Jeez. Okay.
Anyway, don't forget to check out our website, thefantasychampions.com. Follow us on Twitter and Insta, and we'll talk to you Tuesday. Enjoy your weekend. Good luck in Week 15.
Go win a game.
Thank you for listening to the Fantasy Champions Podcast. Make sure you subscribe on iTunes and YouTube, and follow us on Twitter @TheFFChamps.